Most people buy this category wrong, not because they chose the wrong product, but because they bought it for the wrong reason. There are one or two things that actually settle this decision, and they almost never appear in the headline spec. Think about the actual moment you will reach for this. Not the unboxing, not day one, the third week in, when it just needs to work without you thinking about it. That is the bar. The Yale Security Assure Lock 2-Touch Deadbolt Black Suede Keyed Smart Entry Door Lock with Wi-Fi connected keypad and fingerprint scanner for code entry and remote access. YRD 410-F-WF1-BSP is built around unlock with your fingerprint. The one key that is completely unique to you and can never be lost or duplicated. With a 99% accuracy and 0.5 recognition time, your fingerprint is the fastest and most secure way to unlock your home. Note: this product only works on 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi and in the US, then Canada. That is the thing that separates it from what is sitting next to it at a similar price. It is not trying to be everything, it is trying to do this one thing at a level that earns its place. The first feature worth understanding is unlock with your fingerprint, the one key that is completely unique to you and can never be lost or duplicated. With a 99% accuracy and 0.5 recognition time, your fingerprint is the fastest and most secure way to unlock your home. Note: this product only works on 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi and in the US and Canada. In practical terms, that means you are not fighting the product to get a result. It absorbs the friction that usually slows you down. The second is no locksmith needed. The lock replaces your deadbolt on most standard US entry doors using just a screwdriver. No DIY experience required. This one looks minor on the spec sheet, but it is the thing you notice every single time you use it after the first 2 weeks. And the third is hands full. No problem. A door that auto-unlocks as you approach. Now that's a warm welcome. With this hands-free option, you don't need to touch your lock or your phone. Always let Yale get the door, which is more useful than it sounds until you actually need it. Together, those three things explain why this one has the reputation it does, and why it keeps showing up in comparison lists 2 years after launch. What the listing will not tell you is that security at your fingertips. The one key that can never be lost or duplicated. Your fingerprint. Also, ensure only the right people have access with two-factor authentication, biometric verification, and matte keypads for fingerprint resistance. That is the thing buyers consistently flag after extended use. Also, and it is actually more useful in practice than the spec alone suggests. Here's where I have to be straight with you though. Don't worry, it's locked. Never worry again about remembering to lock the door with auto lock. If that does not match your situation, there are better options, and I would rather you know that now than after you open the box. People who have used this long-term consistently mention security at your fingertips. The one key that can never be lost or duplicated. Your fingerprint. Also, ensure only the right people have access with two-factor authentication, biometric verification, and matte keypads for fingerprint resistance. As the thing that keeps them loyal. The people who left critical reviews mostly bought it for a use case it was not designed for. I cover one of these breakdowns every day. Subscribing is the fastest way to catch the next one. On price, Amazon moves this around more than you would expect, so what I can say is that for what you are getting, the value holds up compared to the alternatives I looked at. That said, timing matters on Amazon.